My name is Fayemi Shakur. I serve as the City of Newark's Arts and Cultural Affairs Director. Really excited to be here for our unveiling of our series by Helena Metafaria. Such amazing work, as you can see, in partnership with Project for Empty Space, joined by directors Rebecca Jampol and Jasmine Wahi.
Thank you all for coming out on this rather frigid Monday. Is it Monday? Yes. I know this is the second unveiling we've pulled people out in this type of weather, so we thank you always for showing up for the arts. We want to thank Director Shakur for this partnership and the opportunity to think more expansively about how public art can live in our shared spaces. The development of not just one, but 2 murals with intention, deep investigation into local archives, and community engagement has been a powerful process. At the City of Newark and at Project for Empty Space, we work with artists who believe that the process and engagement are just as important as the final outcome.
Sure.
So Helena has actually been working at Project for Empty Space as our artist in residence over the past 2 years, although we have known her for longer. Watching you, Helena, as part of our artist in residence program, bring workshops to community has been exciting and inspiring. In many ways, this is exactly why the residency was created, for social engagement and to be in community. We are thankful to the City of Newark for engaging with us to create a mural project of this scale, which is larger than life, much larger than life. 2 murals in 2 locations with separate stakeholders, 2 designs, 2 installation plans. It was an incredible endeavor.
And an endeavor that only a team could accomplish. So we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge that team. Support for the workshops and public artworks comes from Mayor Raz J. Baraka and the City of Newark Division of Arts and Cultural Affairs, the Newark Creative Catalyst, the Newark Artist Accelerator, Edison Properties, and the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. Project collaborators include Michelle Brantley and Carla Cruz, who you see larger than life in these murals. Malika A. Mundy, Melanie Wu, Wesley Sanders, Adam Reach, Bianca Pereira, and our entire Project for Empty Space team, and installation support from what we call the first responders to public art here in the City of Newark, Mark Hartman, Diego Molina, and Paint and Design.
Woo!
And then finally, we want to acknowledge, actually not finally, we'd like to acknowledge some of the archives that were very supportive during this process. The Newark Public Library Special Collections and the Charles F. Cummings New Jersey Information Center, as well as the families of Nichelle and Carla who lent their family archives for the project. And then finally, and most importantly, we'd like to thank Helena for bringing these 2 new incredible additions to the City of Newark.
Helena's work has accomplished so many things at once, which I really love that. Not just telling stories of the past, but also creating a place where people can be excited to come visit, which is what public art does. It's storytelling, it's history, it's placemaking, it's community, everything at once. None of this would be possible without our mayor, who really set off public art in this city when he was first elected And his ongoing support is going to leave an imprint on our city that really says what we stand for and that we were here. So, Mayor, please join us and tell us a few words.
Thank you. I'm glad you called me. I was about to freeze to death. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I want to thank Fayemi, first of all. She deserves a serious round of applause, Fayemi, for a commitment and consistency around art in public places. And you're right, it's transforming our cities, art everywhere you go now in the city of Newark. I want to thank the artists, of course. Thank you. An incredible mural, and all of our partners that are here with us today. Art and activism go hand in hand. My father used to say the noblest function of art is to oppose what is ugly. And so, he didn't believe in art for art's sake, right? That art had usefulness, had a public job, that art was necessary for us to improve our well-being, our condition, our environment, our physical environment, as well as our emotional and social environment at the same time. This is incredible. Fayemi had a list of things that she wanted me to talk about today. But right around the corner, on the corner there, we're building where that big hole is, and hopefully it'll be closed soon. We are building the city's thing called Kawaida Towers. Some of you are old enough to remember. There was a fight for housing in the city of Newark by an organization called Committee for Unified Newark, trying to build public housing in a specific area of the city, and they couldn't do it. That effort was led by my dad. It couldn't happen because of violence that took place to stop it from happening. But by God's grace, we get to build it today, right? Generations later, and it's going to be condos and affordable condos and rentals, and at the bottom, a public-private grocer, so we can make sure that the grocery prices stay affordable and low at the same time. So it'll be the first of its kind in the city, and we are exploring trying to do more and more of affordable grocers across the city, city-owned grocery stores, right, to make sure we keep them prices low. So it is important that's happening right here, and this is happening at the same time in this community. And I understand the kind of nexus between the Black and Latin community here in the city of Newark before. In fact, we wouldn't have the first African-American mayor if there wasn't the Black and Latino convention that took place in the city of Newark at a high school, at then a middle school called Clinton Place Junior High School, where it took place at. The first convention of its kind in this city, and many more happened after that. But that is the convention that's responsible for the election of Kenneth Allen Gibson, the first African-American mayor of this city. He ran before and lost and didn't win until the Black community and the Puerto Rican community. And I'm specifically saying Puerto Rican because the Latinos that was in Newark at that time were all Puerto Rican. And because of that unity, we have what we have today. And all these people that are elected officials that are Black and brown, and even women, are a result of that Black and Puerto Rican convention. So there's a lot of history in this city, a lot of history of activism in this city, a lot of history of community coming together in this city. So this is right on the money, art and activism together. I appreciate it. I love it. You can see that blocks and blocks away. You can see this big old thing all the way blocks and blocks away. When it was being built, created, I was looking like, wow, what's happening? And it's beautiful. So thank you for adding some light to this area. Sometimes when you feel like you're surrounded by darkness, you forget that you're the light. Yeah. So God bless you for doing this, and thank you.
At this time, we'd like to welcome up the artists to share a few words.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming on this very chilly day. I hope this warms your spirit. I really made it from a lot of love, which I think is the most important ingredient in any artwork. New York has a beautiful community, which I've gotten to know through this residency, a project for empty space, and this partnership with the city of Newark to make this mural. And it's been really wonderful to host a workshop where BIPOC families can come together and just celebrate each other. And from there, this mural of Nichelle Brentley has been made, and one of Carla Cruz, her cousin, and a deep dive into Newark's libraries and histories. And so to echo everything the mayor has said, yes, Newark has an amazing history of activism, which exists in your public library. So if you haven't taken a look, you should, and it is preserved. And hopefully this mural will add to that preservation. So this has been one of the most seamless experiences for making By Way of Revolution a public art project. And I want to thank Rebecca and Jasmine for being amazing curators and hosts, and Dr. Shakur and the mayor's office for really helping to put all this together. So thank you all so much.
And at this time, we'd like to welcome Nichelle Brentley and Carla Cruz, who are featured in the murals.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming out. We know it's very cold. First, we'd like to thank Helena. She is such an inspiring and unique artist. And working with you since the workshop has just been so life-changing. We'd also like to thank Project for Empty Space for giving the community access to share and experience art. Lastly, we'd like to thank Newark for raising us and the people who came before us.
Yeah, we love our city and our families, and how Helena's workshop and project overall emphasize a sense of community, especially in these trying times. Community is essential for like our survival, just like as our ancestors preserved and carried on.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it. That's enough. No more? Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as we mentioned, there is a second mural as well, which is at our space at 800 Broad Street, 800 Broad in Edison. So we hope you can all join us there. And you'll notice on the front of our building, it's ethos of part of what this project is about. It says artists make futures. And so we continue this forward-looking / archival project at that location, and we will also have hot chocolate so you can warm your toes and cheeks and such. And there is a shuttle right over here. It will be leaving in the next 10 minutes. So I hope you can all join us there.
Okay. The two murals are part of my By Way of Revolution series, which features women of color at larger-than-life monumental scales in public spaces, and it's compiling them with family photographs and archives, as well as archives from the New York Public Library. There's a complete bibliography for each collage that's on the mural directly, and it's about empowering people in community. I led a community-based workshop with these two sitters, and they came, and from there, two cousins were selected, Nichelle Brentley and her cousin Carla Cruz, and I got to know them over the course of several months, and it's really been a beautiful experience. I hope that this forms a moment of inspiration for everyone who passes by. It's a way to hold your back up a little bit straighter, your head up a little bit taller. And I want people to feel empowered just by looking at what's possible when we embrace ourselves, our identities, and the activist legacies in which we stand on.
Hi, I'm Carla.
Hi, I'm Nichelle.
And yeah, we're like the muses on the murals, on Helena's murals. We found out about Helena's workshop through Project for Empty Spaces social media, and we were trying to get into like exploring Newark And yeah, like just because we found ourselves like going out into the city too often, like to New York to explore art. But we know we have like an up and coming like art culture in our city, so we wanted to explore that. But we took in like every opportunity like with it, and yeah, we loved like our involvement with like finding like family pictures, like and like going through all that and sharing it with her, and like just being like involved throughout the process was really nice.
Yeah, we had no idea what the workshop would entail, and then just being a part of it was so healing to connect to other people and to connect to Helena as an artist and to like connect with ourselves, and then to be chosen. We were shook at first. We were like, oh my God, like we're gonna be out and about in Newark, like everybody's gonna see us. But then we just thought about it. What'd you say? Don't cower at your power. I would encourage any other woman, like, yes, take that opportunity, put yourself out there. So we were like, all right, we're gonna do this, and obviously it's an honor to work with Helena. So it was just very exciting, and it felt surreal until we saw Carla's mural about like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
no,
it was the first mural.
Yeah, like a month ago.
To be done.
Yeah, and we're just like, oh my God, this is real. And then today, seeing it,
To see Michelle's, which was like more massive, was like, wow.
we were driving by and we saw, and we were like, what? That is huge. It almost feels like home, like we're just being honored
it
too.
Is home. Like, and the fact that the murals are in our city, like our hometown, like we love it. Like we love everything.
We love being a part of this.
Yeah.